Well, we just had a Shams tweet, a little trade here. Lakers trading Gabe Vincent, 2032 second-round pick to the Hawks for Luke Kennard. Anybody love this? Who loves it, Boogie? You like us?
I don't love it.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's fine.
It's a good move. I know the Lakers have been trying to, move off Gabe Vincent for a while. Hasn't really produced at the level they would have liked, or himself as well. So I could see, them trying to get whatever they could back for him. And, Luke Kennard, I had a chance to be a teammate with him. Incredible shooter, incredible teammate. So I'm not mad at this move. I think it helps the Lakers, with the shooting category, but I don't think this is like a big splash or anything.
Like, we're not going to talk about it all day? No. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Luke Kennard definitely adds shooting to the Los Angeles Lakers. And Gabe Vincent get to go back east. Maybe that's where...
Maybe that's
Yeah, maybe that's where he belongs. Look, the West ain't for everybody. And he couldn't quite find his footing with the Lakers, but him being able to go east and go to a Hawks team that could use some more guard play, I think this is a fresh start for him as well. So even swap, I don't think neither one of these guys particularly move the needle for either one of these groups, but it's a great start for both of them.
Okay, fair enough. So that just happened. A few hours left to go. Guys, we had a game last night that was kind of insane. Double overtime between Denver and New York at the Garden. Jalen Brunson with 42, 8, and 9 assists. By the way, he had 9 points at the half, and that was his final line. Cat had 24 and 12. He did foul out in the first overtime. Jamal Murray with 39, 20 in the first quarter. And Nikola Jokic with a 30-point triple-double. We've talked about Jalen Brunson being a little undersized, perhaps, maybe not the most athletic dude on the floor, but these are the games, Boogie, that make people just love Jalen Brunson. So when you see him play like that, does it change your mind at all about what the Knicks are capable of doing ceiling-wise?
No, I've seen this before. I know he's a hell of a player. Like, that's no doubt about it. But it's still more about the intangibles and just the physical build in general. Hell of a player, hell of a leader, hell of a competitor. None of those things are doubted. But, just as far as matchup-wise, defensive schemes, so much pressure to be this elite scorer every single night. That's just, I don't think it's a recipe for the ultimate goal. I think they'll always be a good team. I think they'll always be a competitive team. But as far as them reaching that ultimate goal, I think it's some more pieces needed around Jalen Brunson to help support him in that role. So. As is, I'm still not convinced. Good performance.
Just a little tidbit for me. Mitchell Robinson was incredible last night. He was 5 for 5 from the field, but down the stretch of that game in the fourth quarter in those overtimes, he got stop after stop. They were trying to switch out, get mismatches on him, and he held his own and he did well. So I just wanted to shine a light on Mitchell Robinson. Like, for somebody who was injured, being talked about in trades, he's kept his head down, and he's done the dirty work. I love what he was able to bring to the table yesterday. So I knew nobody was going to mention him today. I wanted to be the person that say shout out to Mitchell Robinson for the way that he played last night.
He really is an unsung hero. Like, he has some pretty good, but he never.
He doesn't do a lot that's going to jump off the stat sheet to you. That's going to show up in the box score. But if you're watching that game, you saw the impact that he made.
By the way, it was not that long ago that they were in that 2-9 slump. They had the team meeting. We have to blow up the team. This isn't working. Stephon Marbury recently said that, quote, outside noise is trying to distract the Knicks, but they are remaining steadfast. I mean, they are the Knicks, Lou. In fairness, there's always outside noise when you play in New York City. But what do you make of that? The players-only meeting, sometimes we just sort of laugh, but can't knock it. It's 8 straight.
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with the noise. I think it had to do with them going 2-9 in 11 games. If you're a New York Knick, you get used to talk, whether it's positive or negative talk. That's just part of the program when you're in one of the biggest media outlets in the world. And that's what New York is. I think that 2-9 was a scare straight thing, and I love the way that they responded immediately. Big 50-point win against Brooklyn, and they've used that momentum to push them through to where they are today. So, I love the way that they responded. I love the way that they've connected. You haven't heard anything from those guys. You hadn't heard anything from Cat for a while. Mikal Bridges came out and checked himself and said, this was an ego check for me, that I needed to humble myself and become a better teammate. I love the way that all of these guys responded. And when you have a team like that shows maturity, that shows that you got great leadership in that locker room, and they're buying into the process of what their coach is giving them in Mike Brown. So I love everything about it. But I don't think it had anything to do with the noise. I think it had to do with the way they were playing and the standard that they've set for themselves.
After the trade deadline, I'd like to do a whole show on Nikola Jokic. Who's got the nails? Like, why does he have those same 3 scratch marks on? Like, what's going on there, guys?
He don't like New York though. He can't get. How did you feel about that move being made by the Cavs? What did you think about it?
I mean, I didn't really understand it because I feel like, both, even with DG, it's still, I feel like between him and Donovan, they both really needed the ball to really have an impact on the team. And I know James definitely needs the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see, and especially defensively, I think more than anything, because I think the East guard play is, easier than the West. But at the same time, when you get to those playoffs and you get to those finals, you're going to have to guard somebody. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
LeBron and the Lakers recently played the Cavs in what could have been LeBron's last game in Cleveland. Do you think this is his last season? And if not, where do you think he'll play next?
I mean, this is speculation. I don't know. This is all speculation. We still got our group chat and all that. We still talk. But honestly, this is all speculation. This is my opinion. I think he goes back to Cleveland next year. Rides it out, rides into the sunset. I don't think this is his last year. I think he obviously doesn't have to keep playing, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank to where he's very impactful, and especially to a team like Cleveland with the pieces they already have. So once this season is over, I think he goes back to Cleveland, finish it up there.
I agree.
Bron said y'all still got y'all group chat from 2016. What the hell do y'all talk about in that chat, especially with what's going on around the league? What keeps that chat alive?
I mean, we got some characters, dog. Y'all know RJ Shannon and K-Love on their own. And then throwing in Tristan, dog, it's hectic, dog. It literally is a snowball effect day by day. It goes off. It went off yesterday morning at like 8 o'clock. Because first of all, Bron is on the West Coast. He'd be up at 5. He's sending stuff over here and everywhere. And it's just a lot of random stuff, especially with RJ, dog. Oh, my God.
Has anybody been kicked out the group chat yet?
That would be amazing.
No, we just started a new chat where Tristan started going a little sideways. We just made another chat without Tristan. And then we just,
Switch, you gotta hold him accountable. So in my group chat, if you say something out of pocket, we suspend you for a day.
Shut up.
If it's really bad, we suspend you for a week. We bring you back in a week. You gotta hold him accountable when he tripping.
Yeah, he trip a lot though.
When you say out of pocket, what are we talking? What?
So you can get kicked out if you send something in the group chat that we've already discussed and over it, and you come in late, you out of there for a day. Get out of here. Or if it's something that you know that we don't care to talk about, if it's outside of our realm of things that we care about, we don't want to talk about that, dog. Get up out of here.
Y'all are strict.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, it's hard to do that with our chat because RJ would have been on lifetime ban. Shannon would have been suspended for at least 30 games. K-Love was missing the season for sure.
Look, we see him. We see his tweets and his IG all the time, so I can only imagine.
Hilarious, man.
Bro, it's not even close to what he sends
to what's in
private.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You guys ever mute your group chats because you're just over it? Like, I don't want to hear this for the rest of the day.
Nah, I gotta stay locked in. My group chat like Shams in there. We gotta stay locked in. That's where I get my news at.
Y'all, you're ridiculous.
Yeah, I just got to put mine on silent. It's going to go on, but if I'm doing something like this, I just can't. I can't afford it. Ding, ding, ding.
Some days it's too much, I think. When Jalen Tyson says Cleveland is Donovan Mitchell's city now, does that register in the group chat at all?
No, that never even came across.
Okay, fair enough. He was so excited.
Nah, nobody said nothing about this. So certain stuff, you just let it go.
Okay.
God bless his soul.
Yep, God bless his soul. He's a child. Fair enough.
My guy AD was traded to the Wizards the other day. Do you think AD and Trey make the Wizards a playoff team?
Yeah, I think so immediately. I think they definitely make them a playoff team. I don't know where they really sit in the standings and if it's still actually possible right now, especially with AD being in and out. I don't think it's I'm not sure what the numbers is, but I think it automatically makes them a playoff team, especially in the East. I think it would be a little harder in the West if they were playing against some of those teams. like a OKC or San Antonio every other night. But in the East, for sure.
Yeah, I want to ask you about the West. Another big trade that happened. The Utah Jazz went out and got Jaren Jackson Jr. A lot of guys were swapped in that one. What did you think about that trade?
I like it for Jared because he's a big who can really shoot it. The Jazz, who been known as more of a pick and roll type of